Hi, it's Dr. Roz Jackson again, and here to show you some of the simple solutions for most gynecologic issues that you may deal with. One of those being heavy menstrual periods. If you're a woman who's completed your family, but dealing with problems of heavy menstrual cycle, whether it be heavy clotting, very frequent, and know that it's a benign process that does have to be ruled out, there are simple procedures that can be done in the office. One of those is called an endometrial ablation. An endometrial ablation is really burning the endometrial lining, and so therefore the sloughing that comes with the menstrual cycle is not there anymore. It's a very simple solution, and that it can be done in the office without having to go to the OR. Kelly is going to hand me the device, and I'll show you how simple it actually works. And that's the ThermoChoice. So this is the device that's actually used. Of course, everything is done in a very sterile atmosphere. It's actually done here in the room. You don't have to go to the operating room to have that done. This is a ThermoChoice device with a little balloon at the tip. And I actually will inflate that balloon with hot water. And you can see the balloon blows up. Every woman is different, so the amount of fluid that goes in there is different. And what this does, it fills the contour of the uterine cavity. And then it actually cycles. There's a little device in there that runs really, really fast and heats up to 87 degrees Celsius and runs for 8 minutes. At the conclusion of that, no more periods. Love the sound of that. That's what we do here in the office. These are simple procedures to have done. This is for the woman who has completed her childbearing, her family, and wanting to stop dealing with the problems of her heavy menstrual cycle. The other thing that we do in the office that I consider a very simple solution to common gynecologic problems, and that of course is when you have completed your family, there is a device, it's called the eSure, and it gives you assurance that you won't have any more children. This is a device that goes inside the ostia, that's the opening of your fallopian tubes. It's a little coil. And what happens, I just roll that in there. It's done very easily, but of course I have to see it. And I do that with my hysteroscope. You can show that. The hysteroscope is a device that, again, you can have this done in the operating room. And this feeds through there, as I can see through the camera, and it'll actually display here. And actually patients are awake and can watch this procedure where it's happening. It takes about 5 minutes to do that. What happens with that, this coil goes into the ostia of the fallopian tube. And then it's a natural process that happens. Whenever there's a scar, there's collagen that forms. If you cut yourself and form a scar, it's collagen. But when you have that eSure placed in the ostia of your fallopian tube, collagen forms and it occludes or blocks the fallopian tube. And with this, it is the most effective form of sterilization on the market. These, again, are procedures that can be done in the office. I believe in keeping it simple for my patients and having it done here in the office.